in Atlanta. Right there is the back in 1970, I mentioned Georgia Tech and Georgia. Somebody wrote that on the tunnel that goes under the Tech's campus, goes under the expressway. That's Fraternity Row over by the Naval Armory, and some fraternities down that way. Here was down underground Atlanta. I saw the Dales down there back in somewhere 1980 something. Uh, they were pretty good. That's a Georgia Power old building down there. They demolished that old building and they moved up on 270 Peachtree. Right there, you're looking at the 1980 somewhere. The Peachtree Plaza under construction. That's Atlanta 500, 1978 Atlanta 500. I went down there with my uncle. I loved going to those races. That's the guy that has the flag, the starting and ending gate line there. And that was Hampton, Georgia. See all the trailers and people parked on the infield. I think we parked on the infield there. You can see the track in the background of the black line up there. That's the track. That's the Chattahoochee River. About 1980, my brother had a boat, and we used to go all up down the Chattahoochee River fishing. Yeah, it was a nice little thing to do. Right there, you're looking at, I don't know where I was when I took that picture, looking down Peachtree Street, maybe from the crosswalk at Rich's building. That is the horse patrol. Looked like they stopped the 74 Cutlass out there. Or they just, they did stop it, they just probably crossing the street there. That's the Equitable building. People had hard time saying that back 1980 when I used to have my little cameras walking around campus. Downtown. Looking at the Georgia Pacific building under construction. That's about 1983. That's a reflection of the Peachtree Plaza in the Coastal States building looking up from Techwood. Yeah. That is the Polaris, a big restaurant that turns every so many hours. I forget what it was. I used to work up there. Yeah. But here, Central City Park, 1982, had people used to perform down there. People would sit around down there. It was nice with no shade down there. So that's Andrew Young right there. He was came down there and speak one time. There's a band in the background. There's a little waterfall around there. So it was a nice outdoor setting. Once the tallest building in Atlanta right there, the Peachtree Plaza Hotel, that little skyline right there is a skyline of Atlanta. So there you have another picture of the skyline of Atlanta taken around about 1982. That's you see the Coastal States Equitable building in the Peachtree Plaza. I think that used to be a stage right there in Grant Park, around about 1980 something, 82, where the Allman Brothers I think used to perform. Right there we got the construction of the Days Inn on Baker Street, 1982 or 83. Right there we got another picture of the band downtown Central City Park. People come out at lunchtime and sit around and eat lunch and watch any performance. July, that's Gainesville High School Band, July 4th, came downtown Peachtree Street in the parade. And that's North Hall High School Band, came down Georgia, 1982, I believe, July 4th parades. That's me looking out of the building. I was up on 270 Peachtree Street, 15th floor, looking at Peachtree Baker and West Peachtree Street, looking north. So that's me there. Another picture of the Central City Park, looking north. You see the Georgia Pacific building over there on the left side. And here we got a visitor from out of town asking. I was sitting right across from there on 270. There was a visitor asking for directions from a cop. Construction of the Hilton Hotel, about 8 or 9 floors right there, and then that was that. You had a car got stopped by the police. Here we go. This is the construction of the East Point Model Station, 19 something. There's another picture of the Peachtree, not Peachtree, the East Point model station being constructed somewhere back in the 1980s. That's a completed version picture of the Georgia Pacific building with Atlanta Union down on the right side. I don't know whether that building is still there. That is a first responder at the IRS building around about 1982. They always come over there for some reason. That's the Hilton Hotel, almost completed in 1984. So we got a few more floor, one more floor that could top it off there. That's a completed version of the Peachtree Plaza in 1984. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It was once the tallest building in Atlanta. Moving north a little bit, that's a C-141 at the Dobbins Air Force Base air show. We saw the Blue Angels up there. And moving south, go back south, that's Six Flags, 1989. And it was a nice place to visit during that time. I don't know about now. Back over here in the middle of Atlanta, we got the Georgia Tech Coliseum there. Nelson Mandela. I was there, and that was a big event. See all the people there? Boy, that was a lot of people. And then we go to 1990 right there. And 1991, I go back down to Six Flags again. That is the log ride. Whoever gone Six Flags had to go on the log ride. Under construction for the 1996 Olympics, that's the Turner Field, just about finished right there. And then we go back to go in future a little bit, go back to Georgia Tech. We had that's the Klaus Advanced Computing Building. I spent a lot of time over there and moved about 20 years into the future here. Going back down south here, that's the skyline of Atlanta now. Looks real nice, doesn't it? And the buildings that you once saw are minuscule compared to the new buildings down that way. So appreciate you hanging with me on a little journey here from through the years of Atlanta. Have a nice day, or night, evening, or whatever. Thanks for watching.